Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal willing to offload Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to fund Tammy Abraham transfer, and then we're going to look at Arsenal making Houssem Aouar loan inquiry as James Maddison price proves problematic. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal willing to offload Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to fund Tammy Abraham transfer. So reports are stating that Arsenal reportedly listened to offers for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arsenal are willing to sell captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in order to fund a move for Tammy Abraham, according to reports. Aubameyang had his worst season in front of goal at Arsenal last term. The Gabon international scored 50 times in all competitions, not breaking the 20-goal barrier for the first time in 10 years. Aubameyang looked a shadow of himself after signing a lucrative new contract at the Emirates last September. The forward had only led the Gunners to FA Cup glory with a brace in both the semi-final and final a couple of months earlier. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang had a disrupted campaign with his mother falling ill in France, which led to him missing a couple of matches. He himself was then struck down by malaria while on international duty. Arsenal fans will be hoping last season was just a blip and the former Borussia Dortmund star will soon be back to his best. However, no goals in 6 preseason matches is a cause for concern. And ahead of the Curtin Raider against Brentford tonight, it is reported that Arsenal are open to letting Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang leave. Shifting a 32-year-old who earns more than £300,000 a week may prove difficult though. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta was asked about Aubameyang in his pre-match press conference on Thursday. The Spaniard insisted his skipper is working to bounce back from last season's disappointment. Mikel Arteta said since he came back he looked in the right mindset he's trying to put last season, which was difficult for everybody and not just for him for many different reasons, and go back to the level that he can achieve. Because he knows and we know that with this level, this team can achieve much better things. The same report says also keen on selling Alexandre Lacazette. He has entered the final year of his contract. Alexandre Lacazette could leave the Gunners for free if they cannot find a buyer this summer. Arsenal are keen on Chelsea striker Tammy Abraham as a potential replacement for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexandre Lacazette. They would be willing to pay the England international £125,000 a week. Roma are also interested in signing Tammy Abraham following Chelsea's acquisition of Romelu Lukaku. However, it is thought Tammy Abraham would prefer to stay in the Premier League. So it looks like Arsenal willing to offload Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to fund Tammy Abraham transfer. And Tammy Abraham is a player that Mikel Arteta looks very keen to bring, and it looks like Tammy Abraham is very keen to join Arsenal, being a Gunners supporter, and I think this could be a deal that could be sorted over the line, as Arsenal did look at a number of strikers such as the likes of Dusan Vlahovic, Lautaro Martinez, but Tammy Abraham is a player that looks like an easy deal to complete, as it's only the 35 to 40 million pounds that Chelsea are asking, and also will be able to offload a player such as Alexandre Lacazette or Aubameyang to try and secure his services. So let's nicely take this on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal make Houssem Aouar loan inquiry as James Maddison price proves problematic. So the reports are stating that Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is seemingly still keen to sign an attacking midfielder this summer. Arsenal have reportedly inquired about taking attacking midfielder Houssem Aouar on loan from Lyon this summer as a possible alternative to Leicester City's James Maddison. The Gunners have been frequently linked with the Frenchman over the last couple of years, but a move has never materialised. Boss Mikel Arteta is targeting a new playmaker this summer, after losing both Dani Ceballos and Martin Odegaard to Real Madrid. The pair were on loan from Los Blancos last term and have since returned to their parent club. Houssem Aouar has emerged as a possible candidate to fill the void, having performed exceptionally well in Ligue 1 in recent seasons, but also have consistently struggled to agree a fee for the 23-year-old. However, the Athletic report that the North Londoners have taken advantage of the financial struggles of the French club by offering a loan move, despite a growing belief that a permanent transfer would only cost around £21 million. Clubs in Liga have suffered due to the collapse of broadcasting rights deal and are scrambling for cash. An offer of a temporary deal for Houssem Aouar, who scored 7 times in 30 top-flight appearances last term, comes after Arsenal moved on from fellow transfer target James Maddison. The report continues that James Maddison signed a fresh £110,000 per week deal with the Foxes last year, and he would likely want even more if he moved to one of the so-called Big Six. Such a high salary would come on top of a huge fee for the one-cap England international. Critics of Mikel Arteta, technical director, will argue that they have already spent an astronomical £50 million fee to prize defender Ben White away from Brighton and should sell out a similar amount to sign James Maddison. However, the Athletic continue that the 23-year-old centre-back takes home a relatively small pay packet. Sections of the Arsenal fanbase have raised concerns over the lack of transfer activity despite spending over £70 million this summer. Ben White joined midfielder Albert Sambi and Nuno Tavares in arriving at the Emirates Stadium during the transfer window. Lokonga has signed in a £15 million deal from Anderlecht, while Tavares has cost around £8 million from Benfica. An attacking midfielder seems to be a priority with Houssem Aouar and James Maddison both heavily linked. It has also been widely suggested that Arteta would benefit from signing a new striker. Mikel Arteta was asked if he felt fans were sympathetic due to the difficulty faced by all Premier League clubs in the market, with finances tight due to a tough 18 months dealing with coronavirus restrictions. I don't know, the 39-year-old bluntly responded during his press conference on Thursday. If you're reading all the time every news related to the club, you can get confused because you see so many names attached to it that you can go from here to there. So you're going to like a player more A more than player B. And if you get player B and you expect to player A, then you're never going to be happy. But I don't know, we will try to explain why we're doing things the way we can and be transparent with that. So it looks like Arsenal make Houssem Aouar loan inquiry as James Maddison transfer price proves problematic. And this is a transfer that could be sorted by Mikel Arteta. So we'll have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I've put below in the description. And smash that like button to see if you can reach 30 likes. Also subscribe for more daily videos and share the video with your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.